Hello and welcome back to Science with Miss Oliver. I am super excited to have you here with me today and I can't wait to get started on our lesson. Before we do, let's get the things we're going to need in place first. The first thing we're going to need is the worksheet we're going to work with for this lesson. It's titled Personal Hygiene. You should see the title at the top in lines 1 through 4 on the paper. You're going to need a pencil to write with. And most importantly, you're going to need a quiet and calm space so you can focus and grow your brain. If you need to pause the video right here to get your things together, please do so. If not, we can start our lesson. So today's lesson. In our last science video, we talked about identifying and naming body parts. In this lesson right here, investigating the body. In our lesson today, we're going to talk about keeping those body parts clean and healthy. We're talking about personal hygiene. Let me hear you say personal hygiene. Personal hygiene. So some of us may already know what personal hygiene is, and that's totally fine, but we're going to talk about personal hygiene today. So what is it? What is personal hygiene? Personal hygiene is how we look after our body. Keeping ourselves clean and tidy makes us feel better about ourselves, and it also keeps us and those around us healthier and happy. So personal hygiene includes so many different things, but in our lesson today, we're going to talk about just 4 of those things. The 4 we're going to talk about is brushing our teeth, washing our hands, wash our hands, wearing clean clothes, and lastly, showering and bathing often. Those are the 4 main personal hygiene practices we're going to talk about in our lesson today. So starting with our first one, brushing our teeth. So it's recommended that we brush our teeth twice a day, 2 times a day, once in the morning when we wake up and at nighttime before we go to sleep. Brushing our teeth properly removes plaque. So if we run our tongue across our teeth, we're gonna feel something. That's plaque that you're feeling. Plaque can cause cavities, toothaches, gum disease, and it can even make our teeth fall out. Yikes. But brushing our teeth is gonna stop that. And brushing our teeth also gives us lovely fresh breath. So brushing our teeth is thumbs up. That's what we're supposed to do. And we're supposed to do it twice a day. So throughout our lesson, we're going to be writing things on our worksheet. So you're going to need your pencil and your paper. When you see a red heart in the corner, that means that's something super important and we're going to need to write that on our paper. So the directions say, write the 4 ways we practice personal hygiene. The first one we just discussed is brushing our teeth. So you're going to write that one in area for number 1, brushing our teeth. Go ahead and pause the video right here so you can write brushing our teeth in spot number 1. Okay, we're bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So the next one is washing our hands. Wash. Washing our hands is one of the easiest ways we can keep ourselves and those around us healthy. Think about all the things you touch in one day. Think about all the things your hands touch in one day. Things like computer screens and keyboards. Things like door handles and stairs banisters. Toilet handles, cell phones. We touch so many things throughout the day. Yikes. Think about how many other people have touched these things too. So if you flushed the toilet, think about how many other people may have flushed the toilet before you and after you. So that means these germs are getting passed from person to person to person to person. But washing our hands, that's the easiest way we can protect ourselves from those germs. So right here we have a red heart, so we know that's something that's super important. You're going to take out your paper and you're going to write washing our hands for spot number 2. Write the 4 ways you can practice personal hygiene. For number 2, you're going to write washing our hands. Go ahead and pause the video right here. Pause. Bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So moving on to the next one. Hand washing. So when we touch things, we pick up germs. We put those germs in our bodies by rubbing our eyes, by putting things in our mouth, like if you're eating some chips and you're putting the chips in your mouth, by touching our face, touching our nose, and etc. We can even spread those germs to our friends and families without even realizing it. Some germs can make us feel bad, like having a cold or a tummy ache. Washing our hands with clean, warm water, and soap will kill those germs and keep our hands clean. So when we wash our hands with water, we don't need to just use water. We have to use soap as well. And you need to make sure you wash, scrub. So when should we wash our hands? Can you think of times when it's really important to wash your hands? Let's think. Let's think of some times where it's super important for us to wash our hands. Think. What did you come up with? When are there the super important times to wash our hands? That's a good one. Give me one more. When is it really important to wash our hands? Whoa, those are really good. So Miss Oliver said, when should we wash our hands? When they're dirty, before we eat, or before we help our parents or our friends and our families cook the food, after we pet an animal. So if you're petting a dog, after you pet that dog, you go wash your hands with soap and water. After using the restroom, and after we sneeze, achoo, after we cough, or after we blow our nose. Those are all times to wash our hands. And you can just wash your hands whenever you feel like washing your hands. If you feel like this, if you do like this and your hands feel dirty, go wash your hands. That is okay. You can never wash your hands too many times a day. So when washing your hands, don't forget about your nails. It's super important that we keep our nails clean. Underneath our fingernails is a great place for germs to try to hide. So let's look under our nails right now. Do you see any dirt? Because Ms. Oliver sees some dirt underneath her nails. So when I go wash my hands, I'm going to make sure I wash my hands with soap and warm water. And I'm going to make sure I check and clean underneath my fingernails so those germs can't hide. So our next one is showering and bathing regularly. When bathing or showering, remember to clean yourself properly. Think about all those body parts which may need to be cleaned the most, like under our arms, between our legs, our bottom, our face, and just all over. You want to make sure you clean your whole body. Don't leave anything out. Also, to keep our hair clean, use shampoo. If we don't wash our hair regularly, it can look greasy because the oil can start to build up on our scalp. So this is where we're going to take out our paper and our pencil. For section number 3, you're going to write showering and bathing regularly. Go ahead and pause the video right here so you can write showering or bathing regularly in slot number 3. Pause. Bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Moving on to the next slide. So up next we have wearing clean clothes. It's really important to wear clean clothes. If we wear the same thing all the time, it would get dirty and start to smell. So this is where we're going to need our paper and our pencil. One more time. Go ahead and take out your paper, your pencil, and in slot number 4, right here, you're going to pause the video and write wearing clean clothes for one of the ways we can practice personal hygiene. So wearing clean clothes, number 4. Pause. Bringing it back in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So that is the end of our lesson. In our lesson, we talked about personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is how we keep our bodies clean and healthy. In our video as well, we learned 4 ways that we can practice personal hygiene. We can practice personal hygiene by number 1, brushing our teeth. By number 2, washing our hands. Number 3, making sure we take baths and clean our whole body. And number 4, wearing clean clothes. I hope you learned something super important in our lesson today that you can take back and teach your family, your brothers, your sisters, strangers, anyone. Make sure you share the knowledge with everyone. Tell them what you learned. So I will see you next time with Science with Miss Oliver.